Okay, number 203 in your class trick for imaginary numbers asks you to solve the quadratic by any method of choice. So, of course, the easiest is always going to be using the quadratic formula. But let's see if we can use something else. So here I'll rearrange to standard form. So we have 2q squared minus 12q plus 22 equals 0. I'll just divide by 2 to get everything simpler. So we have q squared minus 6q plus 11 equals 0. It doesn't look like we can factor this because 11 doesn't have a lot of factors that we can play around with. So I'll go ahead and complete the square. So we have q squared minus 6q plus 9 plus 11 equals 9. I added 9 to both sides because that's b over 2 squared, and plugging in negative 6 over 2 squared, that's negative 3 squared. So then we can factor that to q minus 3 squared equals, plus 11 equals 9. Then we have q minus 3 squared is equal to negative 2. Taking the square root, we have q minus 3 equals the square root of negative 2. So we know that the square root of, if we break this down into negative 1 times 2, then we have, we can pull out an I, because we know I is the square root of negative 1, times the square root of 2. And we also have to take the plus or minus of that. So then we have the solution that q is equal to 3 plus or minus the square root of 2i.